Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's Bakugan96 here, and as always, I'm bringing you all another Bakugan related video. Now in today's video, I thought I would go ahead and give a quick update on my Brontes collection. For those of you who don't know, Brontes has got to be probably one of my top 5 favorite Legacy Bakugan. So while I was working on a project, I decided I would go ahead and make this video. Hopefully, I was hoping anyway to have it edited and make a really fancy one, but I just wanted to go ahead and get a video out there, keep making content for you guys to enjoy. Plus a little project I've been working on, which if you have a keen eye, you'll notice it, also kind of spurred this quick video, I guess you could say. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy it. I've worked hard on trying to get this collection. There's still a ton of Brontes I need to find, but this is what I have so far. So starting things off, I guess I will go with just the good old Chaos Brontes. There we go, get the light down a little bit. Now this one is relatively low, it's only 410 Gs. I have seen the chunky Chaos Brontes go all the way up to 490. Really cool though, this is the stereotypical Brontes, which, fun fact, you never actually saw in the Bakugan show. It immediately went into the evolution Mega Brontes, and then of course after that it was Alto. Some of the characteristics that are across all of Brontes though, the head shape, and then of course that little sinister smile. Being a clown, it definitely fits. The whole character of Brontes is just very nice. But yeah, there is the, I guess, baseline Chaos Brontes. You close him like so, very easy. Love that about Legacy Bakugan. So simple to close. Next up, I do have that evolution, which I can't even land it, I guess, but I do have it. I can't roll it, but I have it. So this is Mega Brontes. Now this one, only 600. I do have a 700 G power version, so that one of course is a little better than this one, but I will show that one off in a minute. Mega Brontes is really cool. I've got to be honest, it is one of my favorite designs from New Vestroia. Other than just, I like the whole character arc itself, the Bakugan design, also very interesting just how tall it is, like Mega Nimbus. Really cool Bakugan. And I had to get the Chaos duo set, right? Chaos is Brontes' original attribute, even though it does have the ability to use, I think, Darkest abilities in the show. That was like kind of a little, I don't know, that's just a something special to Brontes, I guess, kind of dual attribute, but not really. Closing him a little different than the chunky regular version, but as you can all see, again, very simple. This Brontes is a little bit loose. It does have problems staying closed sometimes. I wanted to show off the stand, but go figure, the minute I'm on camera, it doesn't. There we go. So there was a good stand with Mega Brontes. Didn't even fall over that time. Moving on though, I am going to be skipping this gem right here. So going straight over to the Alto Brontes. Of course, everyone knows this Bakugan. It was famous because I do believe it was the first Bakugan to debut the unspherical, weird geometric lines and shapes that stick out and protrude from the Bakugan. Kind of makes them harder for rolling, just like in Gandalian Invaders, because I think they had them too. Then on, it was kind of a commonplace to not have a clean sphere of a Bakugan. So glad Battle Planet kind of redid that. Ultras were the exception, but for the most part, Bakugan remained spherical. So yeah, this is the bane of existence right here, the Alto Brontes itself. This particular Bakugan is a reverse attribute Chaos. So it's the closest I could get to the Japanese exclusive version. That one looks really nice too, but it is expensive. And I don't know how I feel about paying $200 for a Bakugan. Now everyone complained about rolling Alto Brontes, but I'm going to give everyone a insider trick here. The spin shoot. I know I say it over and over again, it's like my favorite rolling technique, but it really works. especially with Alto Brontes. As you can all see there, perfectly, no problems. The little jagged edges don't even matter. Now he does have a little floppy problem, but he does still stand and open, so I will take that. Now as you can all see, you close them by pushing in the head and the arms, and then the bottom half just closes like so. But yeah, this is probably my favorite Alto Brontes that I have currently. To have a reverse attribute is just so awesome. There we go again, another stand. Here's kind of a little up-close look, just so you can kind of see the difference. You actually see Brontes' head. These little things protruding, fun fact, again, it is a propeller. So I thought that was really weird on the Bakugan wiki on the character. Yeah, really odd, but I guess him being a clown kind of makes sense. I do like the face detail. It is a lot better than just Mega Brontes with the smile. As well, there is some very good painting and markings. Now, I believe this one, if I can bring it or show it, there we go, 640 Gs. So not bad, at least for New Vestroia. Again, my favorite Alto Brontes, though, that I have. And I do have just a few more. Moving on though, because I don't want this video to be absolutely ridiculously long, here is the battle damaged Chaos Alto Brontes. So yeah, just another variant of the Bakugan. See if I can't lighten things up and give it a rolling debut. And this one flops over, but believe it or not, in the Legacy game, that would have still counted as a stand. So the colors on the face of this Brontes stand out a little better. Obviously, you see the red eyes, the gold and blue. Much better. Same G power, I do believe this one is, yeah, 640 as well. So not a difference in that regard. This Alto Brontes also has the flopping over problem at times. I guess that's probably commonplace. After a while, the springs loosen up. But yeah, so this is the battle damaged variant. Probably the cheapest Alto Brontes you can get because I think it was the most common, at least in my opinion. One difference you can get though is sometimes the attribute symbol is white, sometimes it's black, as you can all see here. That's pretty cool. I guess if you could find both, that's a neat variant to have. I'm trying to hunt it down anyway. So moving on now to another chonky. Now I won't really go through it because these are the same molds, just different attributes. Here I have a Ventus Brontes. It is 500 G power. So funny enough, it's actually stronger than the original attribute Chaos. I think that is hilarious. Just in my opinion, right? Why wouldn't you make the original attribute or the native attribute the strongest you can get? Here is another variant, which, speaking of variants, this is a Baku Steel Ventus Mega Brontes. So it was made to mimic, I guess, metal or hardened steel. Really cool variant for New Vestroia. And I liked it, but obviously I can't like it enough to stand the Brontes. Fair enough. So here is the inside. The all black coloring is really cool. And then a good, well, if I can get the camera to focus, there we go. A good way to note the faction is the accents used always correspond to the Bakugan's faction. So if it's Ventus, you'll have these green accents across the entire body. If it's Aquas, they're blue, darkest, purple, so on and so forth. So really cool. Again, not that strong, only 550 Gs. Kind of put that the right way for everyone to see. But still really cool. And again, the same smile that's on every Brontes. I'm gonna go ahead and close him up. I really like the way he folds too. Just such a complex Bakugan to be just so simple. Really awesome. Now I do have the Darkest Duo, so as you can all see, I had the Ventus line. I have a Ventus Duo and a Darkest Duo. Still can't roll though. There we go. Here is Darkest Brontes. Now I really like this one because it has a yellow smile. And it just sticks out to me in my opinion. Of course, the bottom of the arms are manual. And this one is 580. So a bit stronger than the Mega Ventus one. Very cool. And I like how he's so chunky, right? Like Battle Planet cores. Some Legacy Bakugan, same way. They were made to be the chunk. And then here is the Darkest Mega, which once again went for a flopping fly. That was something Brontes was notorious for, and why most people, I think, had a problem liking him. Because when you had a Bakugan that would open like every time, but it wouldn't stand. Just not good. And sorry, as I'm trying to adjust the camera here, I'm not having any luck. This is the Darkest Mega Brontes. 660 Gs, so it's definitely one of my strongest. That same yellow smile is amazing. But yeah, same mold, so not a lot of differences. Of course, this one is just Darkest. So moving on, don't want this video to be too long, and I haven't even got to the main attraction, if you will. And I definitely want to get to that one. So here I have a Pyrus regular Brontes, or just Brontes. So the Pyrus Brontes, again, really cool detail, a green smile. So 410, this one matches the Chaos in G power. That's a little more believable, you know, than other attributes being stronger. So I did like that detail about this Brontes. And I couldn't find a whole lot of Pyrus, so I was actually happy to find this one when I did. Really cool. Even better though is a Pyrus translucent Alto Brontes. So this is really nice. There's only a few translucent Brontes that you can get. I believe there's a Japanese exclusive Chaos translucent, the Pyrus translucent that I have here, which is amazing. A Baku crystal translucent, so it's just clear like a diamond Bakugan. And then the final one is, I believe, an Aquas translucent. So I have seen the Aquas like on eBay, for instance, for like $30 with shipping. But I just don't want to shell out that much for a Bakugan right now. Definitely a variant I'm going to have to purchase in the future. So really cool about Alto Brontes, if you can see it, the green eyes, just really awesome, kind of like the Pyrus Brontes green smile. As far as G power, I think the G power is printed somewhere different on this one. Rather than the feet, it's printed right there at the bottom. 680 Gs. So only 20 Gs more than the standard Mega Brontes, at least in my collection. But really cool, right? Translucent Alto. Really awesome. Pretty good detail too for the painting. You have that coppery yellow, silvery gold. Some red accents as well. Very nice Bakugan. One of the only translucent Brontes I have, actually. So I'm definitely looking into getting more of those. Now then, moving on to the last translucent of the collection, sort of. It is a Aquas translucent, which this thing is awesome. Opens on a dime every time. Probably one of my favorites, again, out of the collection. Red smile, just like the Chaos. I like that detail. And then this one is only 600 G power. Gonna try to bring that up. There we go. Sorry, the focusing abilities of my camera are just shoddy. But yeah, there we go. Aquas Brontes. Looking very crispy, like a sapphire jewel. And then next up, once again, another variant, but this was seen on the Chaos Alto. This is a battle-damaged Aquas Mega Brontes. So kind of a lot of like black and darkening splotching all over the blue coloring. So very cool. See if I can't get a good stand on this Brontes. Alright, I will take it. It worked. So again, a red smile. Really cool that they kept that between the Aquas and Chaos versions of Brontes. But yeah, really nice. Again, same mold, so I'm kind of just going through them really fast at this point. But really awesome. I mean, each one has its own uniqueness. I mean, with the colors obviously being different with the attributes. But all of the variants, you know, there's quite a few that I don't have that I want to get my hands on. So yeah, there are tons of Brontes. Now this I have debuted before on the channel. This is my custom Baku Mutant Chaos Brontes, which I just took a Chaos Brontes that was damaged and a Aqua's Translucent, and I combined them. So still cool. It's still obviously a Chaos Bakugan. I try to keep it within the rules and still made it playable. It does retain the Chaos G power as well. And this one is 670. So this one's actually my strongest Chaos Brontes, but it was so damaged it would not work on its own. So I went ahead and made one that would work. And technically, this is fully legit. It retains the Chaos faction from this side with the G power on it. I just simply kind of Frankensteined it to make it playable. And yeah, custom Baku Mutant. Like, why wouldn't I? This looks epic and obviously unique to my collection. Unless, you know, someone does this too, I don't know. But anyway, I find this Brontes really epic and special. I put a lot of time and work into it. Trust me, it wasn't like I just put two Brontes together. Oh no. This was like hours of tinkering and getting the right springs between the two to make sure everything opened and the magnet would work. A lot of work into customizing Bakugan, that's all I'll say. But that does it for the collection, except for my newest addition and a Brontes that I just finished working on. This is my custom paint anime accurate Brontes. Now this thing is not finished. Quite honestly, I have a lot of detail to adjust. It's not the best quality, but I was happy with how accurate I managed to make it look, considering I'm taking a gray and copper Bakugan and trying to turn it into this. So just like with my custom Chaos Brontes, I wanted to make sure that this Bakugan retained all playability within the game and within the rules. So I left the Chaos symbol alone, which it does look bad, I'm not gonna lie. Having a big gray blob amongst all the white is brutal, but that is what you have to sacrifice for playability. The rest of the Bakugan, it's just like all of my other customs for now. I use Fine Life acrylic markers. Probably not the best medium to use, but it works enough, right? Like, obviously, if you've seen Brontes on the anime, you all know that this is pretty close. I mean, it's not great. It's not, like, perfect by any means, but it does fit the mark. So I did show off the outside quite a bit. Let's go ahead and get into that inside. Best part is it is still functional, for now, anyway. With only the first few, well, I say it's functional and then it's not opening. You know what? Before I started recording, this thing opened every time. There we go. Oh, geez, finally. Once again, an epic fail from Baku Brad. Now here is the interior. And just like with the attribute symbol, I left the G power completely alone. This is the 700 G power Mega Brontes after all, so I definitely didn't want to mess with that. I wanted to keep it playable as much as possible. I also left the neck and the face alone, and the smile. I was really worried about the functionability of the neck and stuff. So again, that's when I'm doing a custom paint, that's all I care about, is like making sure the Bakugan is within rules and making sure it still functions as much as I can get it to. So yeah, you can all see I leave the spring joint, or the screw joints, alone for the most part. Only painted the top of those to mirror the show. A lot of the back is left, in the whole bottom left completely gray. A lot of the insides and interiors, just where things connect and pegs go, screws, what have you. I wanted to leave all of that gray, so it doesn't look the best, but I wanted it to function. For the most part, though, it is dead on accurate to the show. I used a lot of downloaded just images from the few episodes. So yeah, definitely please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did I do a good job? Should I finish it up, add some more layers? Or is it good how it is now? I will be getting a new Alto Brontes here shortly, hopefully to custom paint that so I have a anime accurate set. But before that, I will need new markers because I am running out of white, and that's also why it looks a little cloudy, I guess you could say. But yeah, really awesome though that I did pull off a custom Mega Brontes that still closes, still functions, still works pretty well. There we go. And that wraps up the video. Definitely hope you all enjoyed taking a look back in time at one of my favorite legacy Bakugan. Here he is, the Clown of Vestroia, if you will. Now please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so because only 18% of my viewers are, and I want that to change maybe by New Year's. What a good resolution that would be, and I need your help to do it. Check out the Discord server link for all those monthly giveaways and Baku Crew community. Until next time though, stay safe, drum up, and Bakugan, brawl!